Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock, and we are on the free-to-play account. Uh, I did want to mention something I forgot to mention in the last video. We had another 4-key, another successful 4-key. Right now, we're looking at another successful 4-key as well. So on Ultra Nightmare, you'll see right here, I did 57.18 across 3 keys. If I do another 10 million, that's 67. So I need about 13 million. My lowest key I've had is 15. So I'm very confident that I'm going to be able to get another 4-key. That is about 2.5 hours away before I can use the key, which I'm not thrilled about, but I certainly don't mind uh, using that key to get those extra resources. So I wanted to make sure I filled you guys in and let you know that the 4-key is holding. It wasn't a fluke. I think I did it finally, right? So now the plan, as we've already mentioned several times now, build Gnut and start focusing on other areas of content.
Yeah.
I did also want to update you guys on how the Fire Knight turn attack went. I did continue to use my energy for it. I think I got second place. I'm sorry, it's taking. Yeah, I did. Okay. Second place. That was enough to get, obviously, the Ancient Shard. And then I earned enough of the quartz to get myself one Primal Shard. So I will hold on to that. And hopefully use it either in a summon rush for the coming fusion, or if I'm lucky enough, be able to save it until the next 2x for mythicals. I also wanted to say, ask and ye shall receive. I was saying I really want to level up Gnut and his food during a champion training tournament or champion training event. And here we go. Champion training tournament right before my eyes, starting tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that because it means I'll be able to double dip. I'll get to invest all these resources into building up my Gnut, and then, of course, benefit from leveling those champions, everything, and getting the resources here. Now, you will see that Ilsinia or Ashma are available. These are important champions because they are champions that are part of the Lady Mikage fusion. So that would actually get me 2 of the epics on each legendary side, leaving only 2 void rares left and 4 epics. So obviously, great news, right? That's what we're looking for. I would go for Ilsinia because I already have Ashma. So I'm very excited about that. We're getting even closer to Lady Mikage. The question becomes, does this change my approach towards the Titan event? It does not. Blessings are great, but resources are better going into a fusion that I really, really want. In many ways, he could be better for my account than Godseeker in my clan boss team. He could also work alongside of Godseeker. We don't really know what the dynamics will be just yet, and I'm excited for a lot of experimentation in that team. But I will play during this, or level up during this champion training event, so that we can double dip a little bit. Sorry, guys, and kind of move on with the account from there. So I don't. Oh no, I do have something I want to talk about. Something that I'm really, really interested in. Now, I don't know how many of you guys are subscribed to the Discord. Let me do it this way. Will that work? That looks like crap. Okay. Bear with me a moment here, guys. No, that doesn't work. All right. Well, I wanted to kind of bring it. I don't really know the best way to do this to kind of show the message that they put in the announcements. But I did want the raid digest. I wanted to comment on it. So if you haven't seen it, they're talking about boss rebalancing. Now they're talking about Iron Twins, Phantom Shogun, and Sand Devil himself. Now I've already made a video. I highly recommend you check it out if you're struggling with Phantom's Shogun Grove. But honestly, I think Phantom Shogun Grove is solved. It's an extremely easy all rare team that I feel like any account, including this one, could make. It doesn't even have to be all rare. I could easily throw in any other DPS champion besides a second Cold Heart since I don't have one. I could even use my Gnut, but I don't think I want him to be in those speeds. So, a very easy team to make, and I think that I don't really agree that Phantom Shogun needs to be nerfed as much, but Iron Twins being nerfed and Sand Devil especially. Sand Devil really does need a nerf. Now, they don't have any details about the nerfs, but for me, Sand Devil, even on my main account, is a major, major challenge. And that I'm actually working on a new team right now, so I'm a little disappointed that they're talking about changing, because I think I may have figured out Sand Devil, and it was going to be kind of a, I wouldn't say all original, but it was going to be kind of a unique team. So, anyways, I just wanted to kind of talk about those patch notes that they are rebalancing, which is great news for the free to play. The free to play still doesn't have all of the pieces for an Iron Twins Geomancer team, right? And then obviously I don't have all of the pieces for Sand Devil. I could, if I wanted to, probably do Phantom Grove. Also, I wanted to ask you guys, does anybody else notice they keep doing these Sand Devil turn attacks? I can't remember the last time they did a Phantom Shogun Grove turn attack. And I'm very disappointed about it because I've been waiting and waiting and waiting to take advantage of one of those for my main account now that I built this really good team that can farm on stage 25. So, not sure what's going on there, but I'm kind of disappointed that we don't see more Phantom Shogun Grove tournaments. Other than that, I don't have that much planned. I'm just running my dailies today, getting all of those done. And we should be due soon for a Doom Tower reset. Yeah, 9 hours. It resets tomorrow. Very excited about a reset. Hopefully it'll be an area of the game that I can progress in a little bit more. I do hope to have Gnut ready to go by then, because that is going to be beneficial. I will save the Ascension and everything on Gnut for tomorrow. He did gain a few more levels. That's just from doing the daily the campaign farming quests that we have, right? So, yeah, I don't have much, and I'm sorry about that. I wish I had kind of more to present. I'm just at that point where I'm saving for a fusion and saving for this champion training tournament. The last thing I wanted to point out is kind of not necessarily in the free to play mentality, but I wanted to reveal this to a lot of players who don't know about it. So you'll see that I just hit level 67. The 7s on an account are they're considered a special progress point. Anytime you hit, and I don't know if this starts at like level 7 or 17 or whatever, but I know that for the majority of the time, if you have an account and the number and your level number ends in 7, they offer you a limited time special pack. Again, this is not free to play. Because this is a free to play account, I would not buy this on my free to play account. But this pack is very, very good. All right? When it comes to Sacred Shards, they usually try to sell them for around $20 to $25 per Sacred Shard. But when you get the special Progressive pack, this particular one, and that it's lower and better because I'm not a spender on this account, so they're going to give me a really good offer that's hard to say no to. It's 2 Sacred Shards for $15. That's insane. First of all, anytime I see 1 Sacred Shard at $15, I'm going to buy it on my main account. To see 2 of them for $15, this is a great deal, and it is something that if you are a low spender, this is kind of in the wheelhouse for you. I would recommend pulling the trigger on something like this if you are looking at a way to spend a little bit of money and get really good value out of it. This is a great deal. Again, if you're not a spender, that's what this account is all about, but not everyone here is not a spender. Some of them are low spenders. I've had them tell me as such in the comments. So I just wanted to relay this information that pay attention when your account levels up to a number that ends in a 7, you will get these special packs presented to you. I believe they're on a limited time, so don't sit on them and wait too long. This is a great deal. If I was to start a new paid account, anytime my account ended in a 7, I would snatch those bad boys up right away. So, okay. That is pretty much everything I think I have for you guys. We're kind of in a holding pattern again. It's kind of the ebb and flow of raid, right? Like we're at that point where we're just kind of holding, waiting to build a champion. But the good news is now I have the motivation I've been waiting for. We have the champion training tournament. So here's how it's going to basically break down. I am going to be... Actually, let's talk about that a little bit too. Let's talk about what you guys should do for the upcoming champion training tournament. So you should be farming on 12-3 Brutal. Now, if you want the best experience per energy, well, I don't want to say best. I always get nervous when I use finite terms because I'm sure somebody will come at me in the comments and say, actually, they discovered that there's a difficulty in Nightmare that is the best energy per experience, etc., etc. And I don't know that. I don't know what is the best, right? But what I do know is that all of the time I've been playing Raid, everyone says farm 12-3 Brutal. And that's what I do, okay? 12-7 Brutal is more... Or 12-6 Brutal, sorry, is more experience. But 12-3 gives you more silver because shields sell for much more. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of you come at me, not come at me, but ask me in the comments, how do you have so much silver? I only farm 12-3 Brutal. And that gets me a lot of silver that way, right? So, this is where you guys, I recommend that you farm. Oh, this is perfect. I don't know that I want to do it yet, but I'll demonstrate what I would do, okay? So, let's run this real quick. Hopefully those guys will hit 30, and I can kind of show you what I'm going to do. Now, I'm going to wait for the tournament to start to rank them up. But I'll show you what I would do in order to get some extra points. Now, many of you have seen this trick. It's not a secret. Every content creator talks about it. They didn't quite hit 30. I'll go ahead and do one more run. I guess they don't really need to be 30 to kind of prove the concept here. But so this is kind of what I do. I farm on 12-3 Brutal. Right now, I am leveling up Gnut. I'm going to get him to 50 and then rank him up using this method by ranking up all the food that I'm going to use to build him. So I've got 2 3-stars that are ready to rank up to 4 stars, right? So if we go down to upgrade rank, you'll see, let's say Perforator here. I want to upgrade him. And then I'll come down here and I'll look and say, okay, I have these 3 stars to rank them up. During a regular time when they're like right now, there's no champion training anything, this would be a great idea. However, during a champion training event or tournament, you're missing out on points. So what I do, as many of you have told me in the comments, you do the same food that I was going to feed him, right? It was these three uncommons, right? So I would then feed into her two brews. That'll take her to level 15. And then I would do the same thing to Redeemer. Oops. And then the same thing to Incubus here. And then I would feed them. So I would level them up to 15 using 6 brews total, and then feed them. You'd be surprised how many more points that gets you in a champion training event and a champion training tournament. So that's my recommendation to you guys when you're leveling up your champions or leveling up your food during this event, is take advantage of that trick. Throw some brews into your food. My recommendation, just mine, is to kind of get in the 50% range of their experience totals. And what do I mean by that? So here's a 4-star. If I was to feed this 4-star to someone that's ready to rank up, I would put 3 brews and gets to level 18. So that's about halfway, right? You could do 4 brews, and I actually do 4 brews on my main account, but but you'll see that takes them to 21, halfway to the 40 that is his max, right? So that's kind of what I do. I do 3 brews on this account because I like to be a little more conservative with my brews. I don't get as many of them per se. If I was to level up a 5-star food that I was going to feed to Gnut, then again, I come down here and I would do 5 brews. That gets me to 22. 6 doesn't really gain that much more. It gains 2 more levels. So I like putting 5 into my 5-star chickens, my 5-star food, okay? So that's my recommendation. Also, I'm not going to use this brew, as crazy as it seems, because I want to level Gnut up in Minotaur to get him his masteries. So I'll probably save the brew. I don't know who I would want to use that brew on. That is an interesting brew to have, but I'm sure there's somebody that once I 6-star them, I'll just go ahead and brew them up and perhaps get their masteries another way. So we'll see who I end up going with. Probably Yakarl. Yakarl would be a good brew candidate. And then kind of, I don't know when I would do Minotaur for him. So, okay. Well, I think I've rambled on long enough. I just wanted to kind of share some stuff with you guys, keep you updated about the account. I expect to have more good news tomorrow. At the very least, I'll be able to continue to show you the progress of the Clan Boss team. I don't know that I have too much to share tomorrow. I should be able to live stream on Sunday. So my hope is that tomorrow evening I will be able to play the game a bunch, do a bunch of champion training, and then Sunday after work I should be able to stream. So I'll probably stream, do some Hydra. I'm not going to commit to any account takeovers just yet. I'd love to do an account takeover. I really would. It's just been difficult setting them up. It's difficult to set them up, and I never know how long they're going to take. Um, but I want to do an account takeover. I haven't done one in a while, and they're always fun, and they always help me learn where I need to focus my advice and my guidance for you guys, because as we always say, you don't know what you don't know. And so if I'm not discussing the things that you might not know, then you guys may still be stuck in a constant loop of like, I don't understand why I'm not finding success, right? So if you're interested in an account takeover, let me know, because I would absolutely love to do one. Um, and last thing I have is somebody, the person that got the that won the free to play challenge account did message me, and they have the account is theirs now. So we are all set there. Pretty much good to go at this point. I'm not pulling any shards during this 2x. Progressive chance. I did very much consider pulling for this seeker. I'm still short to Mytha, which is why I'm not pulling for the seeker. Also, I do have kind of Seeker's little brother in Doom Screech. So Doom Screech is actually pretty viable in the same way that that Seeker is. So I'd be able to use Doom Screech to complete my unkillable team if I ever get a Demitha. So really that's what I'm waiting on. I just need a Demitha, and I have an unkillable team ready to go. So that will be very, very fun if that day ever comes. Unfortunately, Demitha is not offered in this particular one. I thought about pulling voids on my main account for Naya. On my main account, I have a 6-star soul for Naya, and there are some teams that I would want to build with her and her unique kit. But I kind of decided that it's better to save my void shards for a better opportunity. I don't think, because I got a Leal not that long ago, I'm only 8 in the Mercy, so it's not really a good time to be pulling as it is. And I don't know that, while Naya is good, I don't know if she's good enough, and you never know with those progressive chance events. I could just as easily come up short. So I do hope to get you guys some content on my Sand Devil team. It may be too late. There may be a much easier way to farm Sand Devil in the near future, but I did come up with a Sand Devil team, and I hope that I'll be able to pull it off, but we'll see. So keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.